Good morning, everyone. So we are at Yankee Stadium, and well, I'm waiting for an old-fashioned train to come in here, so that's what I'm going to shoot for you guys. So it'll be a little bit before we leave the station, but let's watch all these people get off the train here. Today is opening day for the Yankees here in the Bronx. I'm actually going to move down a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the camera and then pick it up right when this classic vintage train comes into the station. So stay tuned for that. Alright guys, we are leaving the station. I had to cut the camera down. There's a lot of people got off that train. And you guys wouldn't have seen anything but a bunch of heads. So we're getting down on the street. We're gonna walk around the streets. We're gonna walk around Yankee Stadium. Streets are closed down here, as they usually are, underneath the L. We're gonna walk around the stadium first, and then we're gonna come back down this way. There goes gate 6. Alright, so let's walk around. So today is opening day for the Yankees. It is Good Friday. It is Easter weekend. The temperature is 60 degrees. It did rain yesterday and much of this morning, but let's check out the dugout. You got the dugout over here. It rained much of the morning, but it got out of here just in time for the game. So the Yankees are going to be playing the Miami Marlins. Both teams come in. It's only 6 games. Right? It's only been a week of baseball, but both teams come in with the best records in baseball. Both teams are going to be playing each other with a 5-1 record. So somebody's going to lose their second game and somebody's going to win their 6th game today. We were here last, I think back in January, or I took you guys through the South Bronx, through the streets, and we eventually ended up here, so now we're back. You can see some baseball players arriving in their limousines. I guess you could say limousines. It's definitely somebody special going into the stadium there. It's not really a limousine. It's like one of those, you know, black car, nice exotic SUVs go into the stadium here. And you can see everybody's going through like a security check here to get into the stadium.
Guys, single foul line, guys. I need a single foul line. Everybody.
This seems a lot more restrictive than the Met opener. If you remember, the Met opener felt like, you know, everyone was just all milling around. It was nice and free, and there's a lot of gates over here. We're gonna walk around the stadium. We're right now I'm taking you guys over to 164th. There goes the 164th Street garage. You got everything. You got bomb sniffing dogs, you got police. It is a very high security event, as you can imagine. All right, it should get a little quiet down this block, but then we're gonna swing around the other side of the stadium. So I hope everyone is doing well. We got off to a pretty interesting start. Showed you some trains. So like I said, it got really crowded all of a sudden up on that train platform, because no one wanted to leave. They wanted you had a lot of Yankee fans that rode on that vintage train, and they wanted to then come out of the train goes a classic train right now. It's a different one. Got all different types of cars on that consist right there. But like I was saying, what happened was everyone got off of that vintage train. They wanted to then get pictures and videos outside the train, and the train platform just it was bad. It was like, whoa, cops had to get involved in trying to get everybody off the platform. It got kind of hectic for a while. I stopped recording because it was just I couldn't. There was nothing to see. I mean, you were kind of stacked so tight that the only thing you could see is somebody's back. At one point, there was a father and a little kid right in front of me, right in front of me, and there was these two women behind me, and they kept pushing. And so, like, excuse me, and I turned around and I said, "You see, you got a kid in front of me." I was like, "You gotta wait." Some people just. They don't know. Jerome Avenue right here. All right, here we are. We're gonna swing back around. And now we're going to go by the rest of the stadium here. This is gate 2. I tell you, it's very tight walking on these sidewalks. They have the gates like taking up like half of a sidewalk. The game first pitch is around 1:30, and that's about an hour and a half from now. So you got some time before the game starts, but you got a lot of people that are coming early for opening day ceremonies and stuff. They do a lot of like early ceremonial stuff. So a bus right here on my right, dropping off a bunch of people to watch the game. It's a nice day out. I mean, yeah, it is overcast and gray, but it's definitely a good day to play baseball. They did say we should see some sun by the afternoon. This weekend is going to be, very unsettled, so it's supposed to be a big amount of rain coming on Easter Sunday here in New York. So if you're in the Northeast, Easter Sundays, there's going to be a certain point of Easter Sunday where it is going to be a rain out. It's going to be pretty rainy. All right, it should start getting crowded on this side. Hey. All right, let's go this way. Get you a look at gate 4. Again, look at the amount of gates that they have set up over here. I'm gonna stop right here. We're gonna get down onto the streets. Well, we're already on the streets, but we're gonna get underneath the train tracks. So yes, New York Yankees versus the Miami Marlins. Both teams coming in with a 5-1 record. Yankees doing really good in the first week of baseball as far as pitching is concerned. They have not given up much in the form of runs. I even think the game that they lost, the one game they lost, I think that game they only gave up 2 runs. But this first week they have been putting on a master class in pitching. But like I said, it is only the first week, guys. It's, I always consider April to be like extended spring training. Because it takes the teams. You still got a lot of players. The hitters are still trying to get into a groove. So the pitchers have the early advantage in April. You got a lot of cameras here.
$10.
I'll probably end up on a live telecast somewhere. Someone will say something to me. They'll say, "Hey, I saw you. I saw you walking around." So yeah, all these people coming up the stairs here. I'll give you guys a look. These are all people coming up the stairs. They're going down the stairs and they're coming up the stairs. If you could see down there. Give you guys some looks at Yankee Stadium on the outside here. See a lot of people coming up. I guess they're trying to make a detour to get around somewhere. It's kind of, look, you see what they're doing here. They're going down the stairs here, and then they go right back up the stairs here. And then they're coming around this way. I don't know what's going on over here. Let's find out. It's a very strange walking pattern I'm looking at right now. Oh, I see what's going on, guys. There's gates. Oh, am I going to get gated in here? I'm not going to get gated in. I don't know why they have the gates like this over here. I guess they're trying to create a traffic flow. Have people walking in certain directions so there isn't any issues. I'm trying to decide if I should not be walking in these lanes, because you see the way these people, I have a sign here that says 2 lanes, but I don't know what happens when I get up there. Like, do I get stuck somewhere? Do I get corralled into a gate? Can I walk through that way, or is it blocked out? All right, go ahead. That's what I was trying to figure out. Thanks, guys.
What gate you recommend for the bleachers?
So there you go. That's what I was trying to figure out. There we go. I knew something was kind of weird. I was like, why are they walking down the stairs and up the stairs? Well, there you go. I was going in the wrong way. Apparently, these gates will actually lead you up to the, I guess, up to the ticket entry. So I'll tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never seen this many gates before. It's kind of crazy. I mean, like I said, we were at the Met game like just last week, and it was not even nowhere near this bad. I mean, that got gates everywhere. I'm gonna do is just give me a second, guys. I'm gonna turn around here in a second. All right, let's get across the street here. I want to get right up against the wall here. Alright, let's walk around. Let's see what we got on the streets here. We were already down this street. We'll come down this way now. Now you're going to see one thing about Yankee fans. I'm a Yankee fan myself. But Yankee fans are a little bit more rowdy than the Met fans are. You got all these people are getting in front of that camera. That's what all that screaming's about. What am I going to do here? Am I going to try to get up on that sidewalk? I'm going to stay in the street. You got Billy's over here. It's always a big spot. See a lot of people there. That's why I didn't go on the sidewalk, because this whole area is pretty much taking up the sidewalk over there. Got a whole bunch of Yankee fans here. Got stands. It's on the corner of 158. By the way, we're on River Avenue, if I didn't mention it earlier. right, so let's do this. Let's take a walk around the old site of, well, the site of the old Yankee Stadium, which is right here. This is where the old Yankee Stadium used to be. What we'll do is we'll walk this way. Alright, so let's take you guys around the spot of the old Yankee Stadium. I'll show you guys the old upper deck frieze. They have a cutout of it right down here. And then what we'll do is we'll walk around. So this is the old upper deck facade that they have here in the park. Pretty much in the same, not in the same exact spot, but it's pretty much facing the same direction as it would be in the old Yankee Stadium, because you'd be in the outfield out here. All right, let's do the walk. There goes the Yankee Stadium right on my right. I'll show you guys the old view that you used to see from the old Yankee Stadium looking at home plate. As a matter of fact, right here, you see this ball field over here? So that ball field's right there. Home plate would be in the second base area.
Or if I paid for that ticket today, I need free tickets for another game.
The court building that you used to see all the time in the outfield, the old Yankee Stadium, is been undergoing a renovation for some time. So that's the building out there with all of the scaffolding and the wrap. So it doesn't look familiar. So that's why everybody's over here. This is a public bathroom over here. I was wondering what was going on. There's a whole line of guys got to go in there, go to the bathroom, huh? Let me give you guys a look right out here. It looks like you got somebody doing some pitching and batting practice on the field here. Here, I'm gonna put the camera so you guys could see. So you would be pretty much standing on home plate at the old Yankee Stadium, right out where second base is. There's the pitcher right there. You can see him, he's throwing. Second base is over there, and then that's the view. If you remember, that was the view looking out. The old court building is still out there. Back in the day, you would be able to see the train. There was like a little gap in the outfield, and you'd be able to see the train going by, depending on where you were sitting in the stadium. I had seats right behind home plate, mezzanine level, so you'd be able to easily see the trains going by in that little gap that used to be over there. Let's go this way. All right, now I'm gonna have you guys come walk with me as I get back to a train station to go home. I am gonna take the D train home. So I'll tell you what I did. I took the 4 train in because I wanted to be up on the platform, on the 4 platform for the vintage train. But now I'm gonna go on the lower side of the subway. I'm gonna get onto the D train instead and go back. Go straight back. Straight back home, that is. We'll do some walking through the streets again for a little bit, and then that's how we'll wrap it up when I get over to the train station. Got this guy playing the sax in the park. All right, here we go. Where are we going? So this is the Metro North station. This is the East 153rd stop. This is where you see a lot of people coming in from upstate. All right, so here we go. Let me connect my battery. So we are back in the Bronx today. It's our first time back since January. Weather's getting warm, so we'll continue what we started a few months ago. If you remember how that all went, I was in the Bronx for a whole month, and then that was when all the snowstorms came and the cold weather and the ice, and then I never came back out here. It was after, I think it was the second storm. I believe it was the February 22nd storm. That was the one that, or you know what? No, I think it was the first storm. I think it was a January 25th one. Either way, I mean, I got stopped from traveling because of train issues with the snow and the ice. Got a train blowing a horn. Let's see if it's a vintage. Oh, yeah, we got another vintage train. I'm going to zoom in up there, guys, when it's passing by. Just watch. You're going to see it cross right in front of us. That's that mixed train we saw earlier. All right, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to get into the streets here for a little bit, and then I'm going to get onto the train station. Those trains are packed with Yankee fans coming in. It's only going to get more crowded now at this point. Here we go. Let's go this way. What we'll do is we'll walk back down over the stands, and then we'll hook down that block. All right, here we go. We were over here, but now we're gonna go down the 158th here. You see, it's getting even more crowded than it was when we were down here a few moments ago. Everybody's drinking before they go into the stadium, because that's the cheaper option, to be honest with you. Oh, we got a Pittsburgh fan over here with a camera. Pittsburgh is definitely not playing. I just saw a kid walk by with a Mets hat. Right now I'm walking up to, I think this is Gerard over here. Gerard Avenue. You see all this traffic. These are all people driving in. Well, it's possible it's mixed. Not everybody's going to the Yankee game. But you can see the gridlock that happens down here. Let's check out this block. Got some old historic homes over here. Look at these homes. They're all boarded up and stuff on my right side here. Give you guys a look. We got a lot more people stuck out in front of all of these storefronts here for the game. Let's I don't know if I can walk through that. Let's see. Let me take a look first, and then if I can't, then I'll come back out into the street. Better yet, you know what? We'll just stay out in the street. That's all. You can see all these people here. I'm gonna watch these cars behind me. I don't want to get hit. U.S. fried chicken over here. Oh man, I could use some chicken right now. Yankee Tavern is across the street here. I'll give you guys a look in a moment. Just give me a moment here, guys. I'll give you guys a look at the Yankee Tavern. Just get to the crosswalk over here. We're gonna cross right over and look at it. There we go. There is the Yankee Tavern. 1927. Not as crowded as the sidewalks over by Stan's, you know, like. All right, we're here on 161st. You see, there's no traffic on the tunnel, and that is because they have everything blocked over here. This is a blocked road. So I'll walk down another block here, guys. Give you guys some more looks here. Got a lot of people on this block. All right, let's get across the street here. Go back the other way. I think I've given you guys enough of a walk around the neighborhood during opening day at Yankee Stadium. So you see a lot of people. This is, by the way, it is, I mentioned this already, but it is Easter weekend. Free drinks? I'll take one.
Yeah,
there you go.
Get you one free. Take two, man.
Take two? All right.
Take two.
I guess you got to get rid of them, right?
Yeah, flash sale right now.
Thank you, guys. I just got 2 Snapples. What did I get? He gave me an apple. He gave me a cinnamon apple. And the other one he gave me was my favorite, kiwi strawberry. I saw the kiwi strawberry. I was like, yeah, give me that one. I got to put these in my backpack when I stop recording.
gonna keep it real, gangster. This is why I do my most. I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's too many niggas over here trying to get money. I don't give a fuck.
All right, this is where I'm going to end it right here outside the McDonald's across the street from Yankee Stadium. I'm going to wish you guys a happy Easter for those of you that are celebrating it. Hope you all have a great weekend, and this is it. We're done here. Gonna get down here on the corner. But yeah, we did our opening day Yankee Stadium walk. We did the Citi Field one, and now we did the Yankee Stadium one. And what I'll do is I'll end it right outside Gate 6. We still got about, I don't know, 40 minutes, maybe 30 minutes to first pitch. I've lost track of time, so I have no idea. So here we go. This is where we're going to end it, right here at Gate 6. This guy's got $1 water. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the walk, and I will see you all on the next one. Take care, and bye-bye from the Bronx.